So we're looking at the next game from the Kings tournament in Romania that Magnus won. Today we're looking at Nisipeanu against Magnus, and I've chosen this game because it's one of my favorite openings to analyze here. Magnus playing the dragon against weak players, like compared to Magnus. You can see here is 2672. That's just 150 points lower than Magnus. Then he plays a bit more risky openings, and we will see risky openings here against Ponomarinov and Radjabov also. So here he plays the dragon. It was quite a popular opening for Magnus in these times. It's just a fun opening to play and analyze, so it's understandable, but it's a risky opening because if white knows more than you, then you're in big trouble. But if you're a professional chess player and like Magnus, and not only a professional chess player, if you have Magnus memory capacities, like I've tried to play the dragon, and when I come to the chessboard, I just can't remember anything. Like my brain is completely empty. So, but Magnus, he has just such a good chess memory. So for him, memorizing an opening like the dragon is like nothing. And like people are often impressed with players like memorizing openings, but it's like it's much easier to memorizing openings than to make like an exam at the university. It feels like you have to know a lot more to make an exam at the like to make a test at the university than a chess opening. So I'm not so impressed because I also like memorized my fair share of openings, and I think that's like memorizing stuff for exam at university is often more to learn. But I know a lot of people are very impressed with memorizing chess opening, and in a way I can understand it because I'm over 40 now, and just my memory capacity, especially in chess, is just 10 times worse than when I was 20. And I think that's one of the main reasons that you never see chess players above 40 improve. Like it's always like when they are like 20, 25, like after that it's just hard to make any kind of progress. And I think it's just because your memory is just deteriorating very, very fast after 40. So this is like the main line. Magnus playing d5 here. It's if white is not playing bishop c4 here, which is the other main line, then this is normal. And here he plays this one. That's unusual move. When I play this as black in blitz, everyone does exactly the same. They always do like this. How is it now? Yeah, they always do like this. And they go here, here, here. Rook is attacked, it has to move. And here, either they do h4 or this one. I think they often do this. Yeah, they always do this knight d4 because apparently h4 then queen h5 is good. So they always do knight here. And then I used to do this move. And then they always do like this. Like it's like everyone plays and knows this line for white. And it's important that they know this much because this is a position that's very, very tricky. There is a lot of sacrifices. For example, if you would take here first, then do something like this. Like I think already here it's already winning for black here if you do rook b2 and something like this. So it's very, very important that white like knows the theory, because there is just so many dangerous lines for white if he doesn't know the theory. But apparently this king b1 is fine also. Might be also be a kind of unusual new move to get Magnus out of book a bit. So Magnus does this one. Obviously the idea is that he's hoping for this and opening the rook, but it's... I'm not so impressed with this one. It looks a bit wrong to do that before he has taken here. So it looked better to, but it's actually one of the playable moves here. Apparently this is correct. Then white can do this. Interesting. Something like this is apparently a way to play. Interesting. And if he takes back with the bishop, what's the idea then? Okay, then you just take here. Yeah, this looks kinda fine for black, I think. Okay, so he did this one. And black, I guess this was white's plan to play like this. Threatening here, so I have to go here. And then knight a7, that's a strange way to play, but it's fine. It works. Okay, so d5 is under attack here, so he does that. Like, you can lose a pawn here, that's no problem for black, but you just don't want white to have such a dominant center pawn. So even if he loses a pawn here, that's fine, just as long as it gets an open center. So white tries g4 here. This is common line also. If start to take a lot, then sometimes you can like sack here to get to play in the dark square, so it's logical. It has to move the knight. So he says bishop f2 was an inaccurate. It's possible to make 3 other moves. The most logical seems to be to take here, I think. Then maybe take here. Okay, so this is good for black to sack a pawn like this because he has good bishops here. Okay, so knight a4, that looks weird, I think. Apparently it's planned to do something like that, or maybe take and then in with the knight. Okay, so the computer likes this. Okay, so here is a perpetual here for white. Yeah, okay, I don't think that's like, it's not a human way to play to go here and try to get a perpetual here. That's quite weird. But Magnus is, if white doesn't do that, maybe Magnus already is like winning. It looks like Magnus is just winning here after a while. Okay, so it takes with the queen. I would probably have taken with the knight, but yeah, it's strong bishops here for black, so he has more than compensation. And this knight is just a bad place for the knight. The reason it's bad is that he can't never take on c6 because it was just open for the rook, and it was like a genius play for, like in this position it looked so wrong for Magnus to play bishop rook b8 here, but maybe it proceeded as he had foreseen that white would do this strange maneuver here with the knight, and then if he takes here then the rook activates, so it's maybe proceeding exactly as Magnus had foreseen here. But that's just, it's unexplainable level of genius to like predict that white will make those weird moves. Okay, so he takes with the queen. And of course, especially this knight is like trapped, so black has a very good position here, of course. Okay, so this pawn is undefended, so white should have defended it. Even the endgame is apparently good for black here. Black's pieces are dominating. So black won back the pawn. Yeah, he went into this pin here, but it's hard to suggest something better. All black's pieces are better than white's, and white's f3 is wrong, and especially this is just trapped here. So here Magnus made an inaccuracy. Apparently could have gone to g5, would have been better. And here queen e2 and win one of those would have been better than winning the knight. Okay, going for a counter attack with rook c7 was best. Interesting. Okay, so this was the final mistake. Let's see, why is this so bad? The problem is that he gets in from behind, and if he moves the queen, then okay, yes, is attacking like this. Yeah. Okay, so Nisipeanu didn't want to suffer this humiliation, but I think it would have been fun to see Magnus mating him here in the middle of the board. Like that. Like from nothing he got 2 checks, and it's like I said so many times that don't do these rook lifts. The rook lifts are never good. They're always bad. Always bad to do rook lifts. And because of that, Magnus won on the back rank here. Yeah, nice win by Magnus. Next time we are looking at Ponomariov against Carlsen.